All right. So that was very odd. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so that was weird. I'm trying to figure out why that happened. Give me like one moment to figure out what happened there. Flagged for review, violates our guidelines. I what? I don't understand. I also don't understand how YouTube was like, oh yeah, this live stream with 20 people. That's definitely um maybe it was because they called it nothing suspicious here. I don't know. YouTube was like, okay, let's target this 20-person live stream because that's definitely affecting our brand. And I got cut off. To be fair, though, I have been the silent speaker. All right, we all have to blame the silent speaker for some reason. It's the bodies. Yeah. So the Bella Delphine Pornhub video was briefly taken down until I had them put it back up. But my channel is currently being reviewed for monetization. I feel like that's not going to go well. Uh, oh god, the YouTube team is only 3 days gone, and already the new YouTube bot messed up. Yeah, if you look in the YouTube studio, it says that like sometimes videos will be taken down just because, even if they don't violate guidelines. Oh, so I'm not supposed to mention the C word. That's weird. Is there a bot that's detecting what I'm saying? Because that's very, very odd. Yeah, Natasha, I feel like you're right. I definitely am not going to be a monetized channel unless someone at YouTube is like, oh yeah, this porn stuff, that's definitely something that's advertiser friendly. But like, I don't know, Jake Paul gets to have underage girls kissing his dad. Logan Paul's Suicide Forest video was up for a bit. So if we can see dead bodies on YouTube, albeit for like 8 hours for a limited time, um, why can't I say that I'm making erotic Mad Libs? Just another grant. I'm going to say the C word. Go for it. I double dog dare you. There's a virus detecting bot. Hey, my own bravado. Thank you for being a um, Patreon supporter. Hello, Father. Heralimbus. Lambus. Hello. I like to think that in my own head, you guys are all my children. My children. And I'm very emotionally and physically absent. I only interact with you guys via long distance videos, and you sort of have to earn my love as a child. Wow, that's interesting. Have you guys seen the Shiro says that many people have been getting demonetized because of coronavirus, which doesn't make sense because more people are watching coronavirus related videos and you would think that YouTube would like the ad traffic. But I don't know, YouTube's stuff doesn't make much sense. But Nerd City made a really good video about how YouTube detects words and then demonetizes you based on that. All right, people are calling me daddy now. I'm into that. Ah, just like a normal father. I'm sorry you guys all have very shitty fathers. Anna, I'm your mother, not your father. That works. Um, Bravado doesn't have a dad, so she's used to it. I'll try to be a better father figure for all of you guys. I can call you daddy. I really can't stop you from calling me daddy. Uh, depending on how old you are, it would make me wildly uncomfortable. But you have free will, and you can exercise it to make your mouth make that sound. People are getting demonetized for talking about the virus that shall not be named, right? I think they're trying to minimize the harm of fake news with the corona stuff. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird time. But we're just not going to talk about that because apparently we can't. It's physically impossible. The silent speaker is 12, SM is 7. Wow, I really do have I think Drake Paul might be upset that I'm stealing his fan base. I'm an adult. I feel like that makes calling you daddy worse. Worse, socially, yes, but legally, no. Legally, it makes it much, much better. I don't have a dad anymore. I like how one word can make a sentence so, so sad. Like I don't have a dad versus I don't have a dad anymore. One of them tells more of a story than the other one. I'm 69. I just decided. What if every year you went to the DMV and you just legally changed your birth date so you were perpetually 69? I feel like that wouldn't get annoying at all. Um, yeah, there are a bunch of people spreading fake news about it, like people selling cures and stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's a bit worse. But I feel like there should be a difference between seeing a video that's like, oh, things to do while you're have coronavirus versus, oh, coronavirus is going to kill you and everyone you love. Here, buy this garlic herb remedy, drink this onion extract, and your muscles will grow triple in size. Da, 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 da. What's the next project for the channel? I just finished the first draft of the erotic Mad Libs, making Mad Libs out of erotica, and that's hopefully going to be on the channel by Saturday. I'm going into work tomorrow and Friday, so I'm going to have to do a lot of editing tonight and hopefully during my lunch break, but we'll figure it out. My dad left at a young age. Can you take his place? Yes. And I'll also come back with the milk just to bring things full circle. Yeah, Mad Lib pipe. Thank you, Natasha. Oh, by the way, I've started a Discord if you guys want to join the Discord. I know a few of you on here are already in it. The link is going to be in most of my more recent videos, so check that out. Imagine being such a scumbag that you profit out of people's fears. Yeah, money does weird things to people. Um, on one hand, though, you sort of have to respect the people who are just like, oh man, I'm gonna buy 10,000 Clorox wipes because what are you thinking at that point? Like I don't what goes through a person's head where they just say, obviously I have at least $30,000. I think the best thing to do with that money would be to be a shitty person who takes advantage of people, you know? I will join and every morning I will message you my breakfast, then my dinner. Yeah, send me pictures of your food. I love food. Food is great. Unfortunately, no real food will be as good as anime food. Dries is the silent speaker. I did not realize. Oh, dick pics. If you guys could send pictures of your dick in your breakfast, that could also work. Um, Actually, don't do that. If you're going to do that, don't put it in general chat. Maybe we should do like an NSFW channel for that. Oh God, he said the D word. Um, Discord, yes. Yeedamus 46 back with the poop helicopter. I think that's the only thing Yeedamus sends in the chat. What's your favorite anime? So I'm not very I don't watch much anime, so I only have 10 options to choose from. But right now it's Haikyuu, the volleyball anime, because it's just like the stakes are so low, it makes it very emotionally impactful. Because in most anime, what just popped up on my computer? Because in most anime, the stakes are like, oh, the entire world is going to end. So it's nice to watch an anime where the protagonists are able to lose because the world won't end and they can grow from that. Daddy, I'm secretly on the stream at work just for you. Please, please, for once in my life, I just want to hear you say you're proud of me. Well, Natasha, Poop Gang, Yeedamus. Yeedamus is really into poop. I don't know why. What's your opinion on Beastars? I don't know what that is. What's Beastars? I'll look that up real quick. Favorite movie of all time? Um, I think generally overall, it would have to be Wolf of Wall Street. I don't think it's like the best movie. I don't think it's like the funniest or the most exciting, but it's definitely the most rewatchable. I feel like I can watch um, Wolf of Wall Street over and over and over again and still be entertained by the same scenes every time. Whereas some of my more like favorite movies, like Scott Pilgrim, Snowpiercer, The Lobster, each moment is so. I remember each movie too well, you know. Furry anime but good. Is that what Beastars is about? What's your opinion on poop? I like it better when it's outside my body than in it. It feels good when I do it. Chris Martin is asking Bella Thorne video part two. Yeah, so here's the thing. Before like 4 or 5 days ago, before Jack gave me that shout out, I was at 500 subscribers and I didn't really realize or think there was a need for me to do all the part twos that I promised I would do. But now that people are asking about them, I feel like I should probably get around to it. I until I get monetized though, I don't really want to do Bella Thorne part two just yet. But it's definitely going to be up somewhere because who doesn't love watching two people watch porn? Um, Beastars is about furries. Beastars is lit. All right, maybe I should get into it. I'll start watching more anime. Oh wait, okay. I thought that was a dude, but yeah, that's a wolf with suspenders and a tie. All right, I don't know if you can. Yeah, there we go. You should make a tier for like people who want to have your dick pics or something, like maybe 500 bucks. There is a tier where I will write you a personalized erotica. I feel like that's a good middle ground. And there's also a tier where I'll send you a video of me sneezing. And then there's a meme tier for $3,000 where I fly over to you. I go to your house and I slap you in the face, and that's it. It wasn't a shout out; it's a blessing. I think a shout out and a blessing can be the same thing. Um, Actually, make it $1 million. Yeah, I would love to have $1 million. Sadly, I think that would require like Bill Gates to be a fan of my work, and I assume that I'm the last person. Bill Gates. Yeah, I'm the last person who he would be watching. I laughed like a witch while watching the Bella Thorne video. Thank you. It's a very bad porn. It's a very, very bad porn. It's objectively not good. It makes no sense whatsoever. Sneeze video. Yum yum. Yes, please. You know it. I found your channel through Jack and I watched like 10 of your videos in a row. I loved all of them. So stay doing what you're doing and be you. Thank you, Chris Martin. That's the exact opposite of what my parents say to me. Shiro, yes, slap me, daddy. If the opportunity arises, I will spank you with all the strength I have in my body. You guys are really into being punished, but I'm into that. I'm not super into English muffins as a general rule, but I like that. I wish I knew who that was. Ooh, don't threaten me with a good time, man. Yeah, I never understood why prison is a thing when prison is an objectively good place to be. I once went to a standing room prison. Like there are no seats. All you're able to do is stand, and if you try to lay down, you feel like an electric current course through your veins. But it was really nice. My school just closed. Oh, that's quite unfortunate. Are they making you do online classes? You and Leo Lush kind of inspired me to make some vids. I don't know who Leo Lush is, but I'm glad to be 50% of your inspiration. Hopefully your videos are good because it would feel weird for me to like look at your channel and then be like, oh, I can't believe I inspired this guy, but his videos suck. That would be an unfortunate cause and effect. Don't. I wish that I was even a little literate. Yeah, the English. Oh yeah, that is. I see. The English language is difficult to control. It's a wild beast. That was my homemade egg McMuffin I made today. Well, congratulations, Doppel3. Maybe it would be cool if you guys could just send me your food. It'll spoil in the mail for sure. But I think it's the thought that counts. Have you guys been cooking a lot more recently? Or what's going on wherever you guys are? School sucks. Yeah, that's the entire point of school, essentially. But what can you do? When I go into work tomorrow, it's probably going to be really crazy, and I'm genuinely worried that someone's gonna look at me and be like, "Oh, that Asian boy, he's definitely got the virus." Um, but you know, I think I'll survive. But there was this family that got stabbed, which is insane. There was this Asian family that got stabbed by this dude, 19-year-old guy at Trader Joe's, I think. They didn't die, but still, no one really likes being stabbed. If I had the option between being stabbed and not being stabbed, I feel like that's a really easy choice to make. I've been baking because I have nothing to do. Oh, yes, what are you baking? Baking is a really cool hobby. I have a really cool respect for people who like make their own bread and shit like that. I need to plug in my laptop. Talk amongst yourselves. If the cord doesn't reach, we're fucked. Let's see. What's your favorite color? Um, just generally black because it matches well with most everything. I know that's really basic, but it's the truth. When I cook, it's scrambled eggs always. I feel like that's going to ruin your digestive system. Um, One day you'll become an egg, and it just comes full circle. My mom bought all the beans in town. What's her purpose there? What is she preparing for? There was this thing I was reading up called the Bean Wars, where different supermarkets and different bean companies were selling beans at drastically lower prices until eventually the supermarket started selling they started paying you to buy beans. As in like if you came up to the checkout counter with a can of beans, they would give you money back. It was an interesting time. I made ramen, but I boiled it. How do you ruin ramen? It's ramen. Mean racist. No, no bad. Yeah, it's weird because the thing about the stabbing was like, if you're worried about this Asian family because they have the virus, why would you get closer to them to stab them, right? Like, if you're going to be racist, at least do it right. At least keep a distance, you know? Some people enjoy being stabbed sexually. Yeah, I dated a girl who was really into knife play. Like, she would scrape a knife along my skin. It was interesting. Can you make a Patreon tier that makes you change the way you say All right, so are we gonna have this conversation? Because it's GIF. It's not GIF. It's GIF. And I'll fight you all on that because it's GIF. The creator said it's GIF, so it's GIF. I'm learning to edit my photos now. Nothing else to do in lockdown. That's cool. If you want to put them in the Discord, that would be great. I'd love to see them. I love making strawberry and vanilla cake, or just cakes in general. That sounds really good, actually. I haven't eaten a fruit since the Obama administration, so I feel like I should get back on that. We all shit on Michelle Obama for making our school meals healthy, but I think she was the only reason I was able to eat carrots back then. Is racism even a bad thing? You know what, SM, you're right. White people are objectively better than us, and I think we should just let that be. How did you get inspired to make them vids? How did you get inspired to make them vids, dog? When I was first starting out on YouTube, it was Brandon Rogers. Um, then my inspiration sort of became Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon. Then more recently, it became Nerd City and Cody Ko. Surprisingly, not Jack's films. Sorry. Pandemic. Depressed daddy should make a Pornhub account. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I don't know what I would put on there. I don't know if anyone would want to see me naked. A few people have seen me naked, and they've all of those relationships have ended in suicide or crippling debt. Um, I think curses are put on everyone who's seen me naked before. It's GIF. GIF is just so wrong. Yes, you're so wrong, actually. I will unsubscribe if you say it, not you monster. It's GIF, not GIF. I'm sorry. That's just the way the world works. If you're gonna say, "Oh, it's GIF because G is pronounced G," I will present it to you. Giraffe, geriatric, gene, genome, genesis. That's a lot of words where G is like a soft G. Have you seen the videos of girls tasing themselves with tasers for sexual pleasure? Yeah, I directed it. Finally, this guy understands the superiority of the white race. Yes. Um, as most people would agree, Hitler did nothing wrong. Obviously, I'm joking. I feel like someone's going to clip this and it's going to get taken out of context. And in 5 years, when I'm bigger, people are going to be like, "Oh, remember that time Quinn was like, oh yeah, white people are superior," and people didn't think, "Oh, isn't it weird that an Asian guy would admit that?" I don't know. I lately got myself into a bondage loophole. Yeah, bondage is interesting. It's weird though because you can't really find anything in the middle ground, right? Like it's either too tame or like the person's crying too much and is obviously not into it. So it's hard. It's difficult. All right, the G stands for graphic. It's the G sound. Just because one of the words in the acronym has a G sound or a hard G sound doesn't mean the acronym itself is going to have those exact words or syllables or sounds. Exactly, it's Jeff. Thank you. Dad hates Jews confirmed. That's not start that rumor. But I'm trying to think of an acronym that follows that. NASA. Oh, I see. NASA. The last A in NASA is an sound, but that last A is aviation, which is like a hard A. So God is dead, and you're wrong. But the crying is the best part. SM might have a crying kink. Everyone sends SM videos of you crying so that he can have an orgasm for the first time in 2 years. Who's your favorite gnome from Gnomes and Juliet? Do you know what's weird about that song? There was that Elton John song where it's just like, oh my, what a surprise. Hello, hello. And I thought that was like an original song that he had made just to make a song. But apparently that song was created specifically for Gnomes and Juliet, which I'm shocked by. But who is my favorite gnome from Gnomes and Juliet? I don't know, man. Gnomeo and Juliet. Um, I think there was this mushroom that didn't talk. It's been like 5, 6, 8 years. Love it when they forget the safe word. Is Canada real or fake? Canada is only real um, when you're in it. Annika, that upsets me. Yeah, it's very upsetting. Fuck autocorrect. Yeah, I don't understand how Google doesn't know the critically acclaimed movie Romeo and Juliet. I remember when that first came out, my mom was like, "This must have been directed by um, Scorsese because no one else could have directed such a masterpiece. It is truly one of the world's greatest wonders." Bravado. All right, thanks for having, or thanks Bree for being here. We're going to miss you. We'll see you in the Discord. For anyone wondering what all these like papers are, it's like artwork that comes with like records and stuff. We've got this woman with her butt out. That was from Bruno Mars's Gorilla. Sherlock Gnomes, another masterpiece. I never got around to seeing that one because by the time that came out, I was 20 and no longer had a reason to see it. DreamWorks hasn't really been great with animated movies lately, or at all, I think. What's your favorite album overall? Probably AM by Arctic Monkeys. I wouldn't say that my favorite song is on the album, but I think the album overall is like really well done. Or maybe The Wall by Pink Floyd because it's so like it's very much an album, not a collection of songs, which most albums are. So it's nice to know that something is like coherent as a whole as opposed to being like 10 songs that all sound different. I wonder if someone will someday make a virus because we definitely have the resources to do so. What if the C word was man-made? There's been theories about it. I don't think it was. Coronavirus has been around since 2013, I think. Oh, damn, I said it. Well, it was nice knowing you guys. There's the Wilhelm scream in Sherlock Holmes. You have to see it. So the Wilhelm scream is in the movie that makes it automatically watchable. Um, do you listen to metal? No, but my dad does and my uncle does. They listen to like Iron Maiden and other metal bands that I do not know the names of. Kelly Asbury is God. I don't know who that is, but I feel like that makes sense because I don't know who God is. Favorite band or artist? It's hard to choose just one, right? Um, Let me go through like my